Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. Out here with your boy Matt Socrates, DJ 69, what the heck? Boss Man J and Gnome G. What up with
What
it,
up?
fellas?
What's going on?
Hey, we just talking. I just heard Frontier Airlines had somebody get sucked up
Mhm.
in the engine.
Yep.
Who told us that? DJ?
Yeah, it was what's today? What's today? Saturday. I think that happened. Shit, I want to say it happened yesterday. Yesterday or Thursday.
Man, that's a horrible way to go, boy.
Man, that's horrible.
And you just
Horrible.
trying to make a living at your
Mhm.
job.
And they do investigation now. They trying to see why they didn't see him, why he was that close, why they wasn't monitoring everything. So it's definitely gonna be a long investigation.
Shit, ain't no investigation to be had. It's the same thing with everything. You got comfortable, and people, be relaxed.
Yeah.
Who knows how long that man probably worked there? Let's say if he worked there 3 months, you could be doing it every day for 3 months, and they get routine. It feel routine. But I ain't lying, nigga. I was just when I just went on vacation, I was sitting right by the wing, and I'm looking at that blade, at that turbine. I thought that I'm like, man, somebody could get sucked in that thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that ain't no buff freak accident.
Final
That's crazy.
destination.
Can you just imagine, man, him getting sucked up in that engine and like the people that were dying there with him or around him, like all that blood and shit just going everywhere like rain.
Man. And somebody gotta come scrape all that up. Somebody gotta put all that together. And man.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't nothing left of them but some clothes.
Man.
That's damn. That got to be a horrible way. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he ain't feeling none of that. That probably happened fast.
But no one brought up the fact that they had something to do. It affected by the recent closing of Spirit Airlines, who was the low cost airline, which Frontier is the next step up from Spirit.
Man, I don't care what nobody say. I like Spirit Airlines. I flew on Spirit a lot. Like I ain't never had none of those ratchet so-called ghetto experience. Like I ain't never.
Bro, the only problem I ever had on Spirit is people with these kids. That's the only thing, y'all, these damn babies trying to travel.
But other than that, I ain't never had none of those mama was people fighting. But and then that's the thing though. When you in the airport terminal, man, a lot of the times those people ain't sitting where they plane taking off from. They somewhere else, and shit happens, and so they just try to make it seem like it was always the Spirit Airline that had all the ghetto people and all the fights and all that shit. But man, that definitely wasn't the case. That was just a way for those big money airlines to get Spirit out of the way because they were taking all the competition. They were taking all the customers from them.
Because I never had no problem, and I've been on Spirit a lot.
Yeah, I never flew on Spirit, but I always heard good things about it. So yeah, I don't know where they got a lot of that stuff from.
And then also with Spirit, so the government was willing to bail them out for I think a tune of $500 million. But
some bullshit.
The government was going to own. The government was going to own 90% of Spirit. So there was no reason for them to take the money because they weren't gonna own nothing. It was the government's property. So, and one of the reasons behind that supposedly was because we are short on planes over in the Middle East right now with Iran. So they made sure that made sure that Spirit couldn't get their company back by doing that. Making sure they needed a bailout so then they could go take their planes and use them overseas. That's one of the things that I heard. So that could also
be... that happened.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But that's crazy how they try to bully those folks though.
And then as we know, remember we talked about this on the show one time before. As we know, the government is trying to jumpstart the economy by spending. And how do we spend? Where do we spend the most? With war. So, man, they trying to jumpstart the economy by borrowing all this money to put into this war, and our national debt is just growing. shit just really messed up right now, man. For real.
bro. I don't want to talk about Donnie T, bro. Man, we just got the worst and the most president ever, bro. I'm sorry. This has to be the worst president in history.
No, but I read comments today, and people were saying that he. The question was, if you had to vote back in the 2024 election again, would you make the same vote? Would you still vote for Trump? And people were in the comments saying absolutely. It was a lot. I'm talking about,
knowing what we know now.
yes, and I literally saw more. I didn't see one person saying no, they wouldn't change their vote. But of course, this is all a certain demographic.
I was just about to say.
You know how they go. But yeah, some people are still happy with their choice.
Yeah, that's because, man, no matter what he do or say, they're gonna always stand behind him because they don't want to look like fools for picking him. So yeah, they gonna shit. They don't want to take back what they done did because they don't want to look like hypocrites. But they know deep down, man, that they made a bad choice. Everybody knows that Trump was just a bad choice, bro. I'm sorry. And I fuck with him on that first term, man, because I was like, he's a businessman, and this country is a business, man. He gonna run it like, man, this man ain't doing nothing but lying in his own pocket, him and his family. That man don't get no two shits about America, bro. Or nobody in this motherfucker besides him and his family. And then his the VP, Lord have mercy. Yeah. We in trouble, bro.
We in trouble. Like, it's crazy. But China actually just went and made a big statement talking about the global economy and the reset that's going on, and they basically stepping up to be the reserve currency now, trying to take the spot of the United States with all of this, because the rest of the world basically ganging up against us. Spain making all kind of trade deals with China, fucking Canada making trade deals with China. Of course, Mexico always have had the deals with China, so America really being cut out of the equation at this point.
Yeah, that because we got a president that says ridiculous and outlandish shit when he get mad at people and just target folks for no reason, and don't nobody trust him. You can't be his friend. Shit, he'll be your best friend today, and then wake up tomorrow morning and think you done said something about him, and then shit go at you. Like it's just insane, bro. How this dude ain't. He's just a big fucking liar, bro. I'm sorry. I can't stand him.
So, speaking of things that make us sick, we can get off Trump for a minute.
Yeah.
What about this hantavirus? I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but the
hantavirus.
The hantavirus, that was, I guess, initially started on one of these Carnival cruises. And this is not a new thing. This is the thing. It's not like a new disease. Essentially, it's I guess you could get it from mice, like animal droppings. And I don't know if they get into food or they get into whatever, and then you can get this. So it's been around. It's like it's not new, but the way that it's happening and the way that it's being talked about, it's coming off like COVID 2.0. The way that they're doing it, they got to fly over here. They're trying to quarantine these people over here and over there. So it's sounding just like how COVID started. And
new pandemic pack on the way.
Right, new pandemic pack. So to me, just sounds like a reset of the economy once again. Not saying that this is gonna get to that level, but they have who the World Health Organization, and during COVID, we already know the role that they played in that, and they were always making announcements, and Trump was going live with them, with the head of WHO, and they was always trying to make it seem that this is getting better, or we don't know if this is getting better, but it just seemed like a play for the big companies, Moderna and Pfizer, to make a vaccine. Because I've seen multiple posts where the same companies are rushing to go make a hantavirus vaccine. So it's just a real suspicious thing again. COVID got so blew up in our face, but people said that they had people that passed away that they knew, and this, that, and the third. But once it seemed like time went on, everything about COVID went away.
Do y'all get vaccinated?
Hell no.
No.
Boy, I wasn't finna let them folks stick me with shit.
Man, I got the first shot, and then like a week later, I ain't no catching COVID. So I said, about the time I got straight, I ain't get that other shot.
Yeah, the shit they giving it to you. How you gonna create something in damn near 2 weeks from a virus we ain't never heard of?
Right.
But you got all these other fucking diseases in this world like cancer and diabetes that you can't cure. And you think I'm finna be jumping in a motherfucking line to take a shot when they had motherfucker passing out on TV from them shots?
Yeah, I think the first lady that took the shot, or was it they still don't remember she passed out or whatever?
Yeah, that bitch probably somewhere growing feathers now.
Bro, wait a minute. You can't cook this shit up, bro. That shit happened on TV. Like, and they was trying to tell us like everything was cool. Like, don't be weary. And this woman literally fucking passed out.
On TV, and you gonna tell me that it's okay? No, the fuck it ain't. And then have we seen her since? They ain't give us no update on how she was doing, and that one probably somewhere growing feathers and shit, clucking like a chicken.
Yeah,
and now they got this new shit. Boy, listen, Carnival Cruise Line. What's the majority of people that be on that cruise?
Oh, thousands.
But they say it was Swedish. This was a Brazilian. It was coming from Brazil, going somewhere. It went nowhere near America.
Oh, damn.
And have y'all seen listen, if y'all would go into some of these warehouses, like these packing distributions and shit, and see all the rat feces and shit everywhere? Yeah. So I can imagine.
Yeah. So and like I said, this is not a new thing. And once again, I mean, they were saying that coronavirus wasn't either, because you could go and see that certain things was bleach, and certain things could kill that off. But they said it was a new strand of COVID. It wasn't the same COVID or the same coronavirus that once was from the past. So that's what they was trying to push to us. But once again, we know that it's a bigger thing with these vaccinations and with these pandemics. There's other things that happen. A lot of people are making money. A lot of people got rich in COVID, and so there's a lot of money to be made and things like that. And so it's just interesting to see that. I don't know how far it's going to go. I don't think it's going to get to COVID type level.
I hope not.
But you remember we was right here on this show when all that shit was going down Rudy Gobert, and he was touching the damn mics and coughing on shit. Yeah. and fuck it, we man, it's like this shit.
Watch it unfold.
Bro, we watched all this shit unfold, and we literally was talking about the shit as it was happening, and then we didn't know at the time how everything was gonna turn out. But looking back now, bro, all that shit happened in that was 5 years ago, 5 years ago now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I did not take that shit serious in the beginning.
Did it?
Oh, hell no. And listen, I'm out here in this shit, so I was still out here driving. And I never caught COVID. I never had it.
What about you, No?
No, I never got it.
What about you, boss man?
I got it, boy.
Was it bad?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no.
That shit, bro, I was not bad. That shit had my back hurting.
Hell yeah. My shit was so bad I couldn't even walk.
Not me.
I couldn't even walk.
Yeah, knock on wood, boy. I thank God I ain't never get it. Cause
I was stuck in my seat. Oh,
I
suck
thought
my
I was
seat.
invincible, boy. Shit,
Damn.
man. I used to walk in these stores up like out here in New York and Carolinas and all these places, bro. And everybody around here got on masks and shit. And I used to be walking around with no mask on, like, look at these damn fools. They believe in this shit. And then motherfucker that I knew started catching that shit, and I like, oh shit, that shit for real.
Damn.
Hey, tell us in the comments. Tell us in the comments that did you catch COVID? Do y'all remember
let us
COVID?
know.
That shit, man. I had it twice. The second time, I had the symptoms for like 2-3 days, and I was back to normal. But that first time, that shit, nigga, I thought I was a goner. I was
Man,
scared to go to sleep at night.
they said
My wife
messing
ended up getting it like twice. My
You were
wife
bad
got
both
it.
times.
Yeah, she was down bad.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, I know a
It
couple people
scared me.
that had it, but thank God I ain't never lose nobody to it. And a lot of those like that's what they were trying to say was COVID wasn't even COVID. Like they were just trying to make money off this shit at a certain point. But one thing I can
Boy,
say,
whatever they did, I was scared than a motherfucker. I was scared than a motherfucker. Hey, man,
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember the nigga. Listen, I was we were going to Cancun. And I was going on vacation, bruh. The damn women's basketball team from one of these colleges walked up right behind me as woman in line. Bruh, I swear to God, this true story. The first little girl who walked up, she had to be a little point guard, but she coughed as she walked up to me, bruh.
Damn.
And bro, I went crazy. I'm like, hey, back up.
back your ass up.
Yeah, COVID made everybody just motherfucker just fucking motherfucker didn't want to talk to nobody, motherfucker didn't want people to stand by them.
People that
COVID
was
just-
already rude, it just
Right.
intensified about
Right.
10, bro.
No,
Like,
no. You ever been in a room during COVID and then
motherfucker
somebody just keep coughing?
Oh
keep
man,
coughing,
yo.
keep coughing.
everybody looking at him like, hey man, get your ass up out of here with that.
Yeah, motherfucker get out the room like somebody brought a damn gun in there.
Man,
real,
everybody
start
running.
looking at you. Hey, if you start coughing me, I'm definitely gonna. Hey, after that second cough, man, I'm gonna look over there at you. My eyebrows gonna be up. After about the third, fourth cough, hey man, hey.
Yeah.
Looking at that mother like, hey, bro, you caught one more time, you might have to get the fuck up out of here.
You have to do something, man. For real.
Yeah, COVID changed the world. That shit gonna be in a fucking
Hey.
history book.
For real. Hey, one thing I can say that, and I mean, it might sound messed up to a lot of people, but the only good thing that came out of that was, man, listen, I ain't have no traffic to deal with.
Oh,
out here on this road.
No, I'm gonna tell you another good consequence of COVID. You nasty motherfuckers start washing your hands and start actually be ashamed for not washing your hands.
you know.
Hey, and another good thing was a lot of people made a lot of money. Like people started to realize the talents that they had, and motherfuckers started realizing that they ain't have to get up and go into a building to work.
COVID
That was another crazy
awakening.
thing.
It was
Yeah,
an awakening.
And that was another crazy thing. These motherfuckers thought after having people at home for so long, knowing that the job that they've been getting up going to every morning, they could have done it from home this entire time. You thought they was finna go back into a fucking building? Like these folks were crazy.
But yeah, COVID did give people perspective on a lot of stuff. People started learning a lot more stuff. People started doing a lot of deep do-it-yourself type stuff.
It forced you to learn. It forced you to figure a way to survive.
You had a lot more time on your hands. You didn't have to worry about paying these damn bills.
Yeah, so hey, let's just pray that this don't turn into another COVID, because I don't think the world can handle another shutdown, bro. Not on that COVID level. Because I mean, what shit? They already trying to force us to learn how to farm.
Hey, we need to learn how to farm. We got to.
Hey,
the price don't make it.
Yeah, for real though, people, man, y'all need to learn how to fucking garden and do a whole lot of other shit. Because the way these prices is getting, it don't look like they're gonna be going down no time soon.
But you know, the new Fed chiefs supposed to be coming in. They supposed to be cutting interest rates, which is gonna increase inflation. And what they saying is the average house in a couple of years is gonna be 1.4 million. So, uh, whatever purchasing power that 1.4 is in the future, the money gonna lose a lot of value, basically. So.
Yeah, that 1.4 million gonna be like 200,000 shit.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna be worth the paper it's printed on. But shit, I mean, not why we on like say what, right?
No, go ahead. What you were saying?
Now, I'm about to say since we on the topic of just talking about random shit, man. Let's not forget about what Draymond and said about Charles Barkley.
That's what I wanted to get to. Draymond, let me get the story. Draymond said the goal is to not look like you, Chuck, in the Houston Rockets uniform. And you know the internet went and showed all of Chuck highlights in Houston. His first game, he had 33 rebounds, broke a record. His first game, literally in Houston. So people was kind of telling Draymond he didn't know what he was talking about, and he was disrespecting history because Charles Barkley was that guy. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what Draymond be getting his facts or information from, because it ain't facts. It's just a bunch of bullshit that he spew out that thing he call a mouth. Because I don't know what he be talking about a lot of time. I think he just be trying to start some shit. But he came out with this like half-ass apology, but not apologizing at the same time. But we got a video of the issue.
For young people, you hope to have a great long career, but sports, nobody wins when they're 37, 38.
But you said what you said. I want to hear if he believes what you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
I saw it. I mean, so, you know, we're always going to try to compete. When you win championships, the goal will always be to try to reach that level.
So that in itself was a bunch of bullshit. Because we already proven. For real. Because you already said in the man first game he had 33 rebounds. And you saying that the goal is to not look like him in a Houston Rockets uniform. But shit, at his age, at that age that he was playing, 33 rebounds is amazing. But he came out with a good apology. Draymond just say shit to try to be funny. I guess he trying to find a career after basketball, because I'm pretty sure Golden State is almost done with his ass, and ain't nobody else gonna pick him up. Because you ain't a front runner. You ain't somebody that teams are dying to get.
I mean, Draymond can be a valuable piece, but he is in the best situation with Golden State and Steph Curry. And that's another thing. Do Steph Curry want Draymond back? That's always gonna be the question.
But he got lucky, just like Austin Rivers said. You won the lottery of the NBA draft. Like, you was literally drafted to the best team that you could have went to. And I honestly don't think his career would have been what it is today if he hadn't got drafted to the Warriors. Then he tried to say that Steve Kerr stunted his career. Like, what?
And a lot of people. That's how Draymond ended up even getting into it with Austin Rivers. But a lot of people was telling Draymond that he was tripping when he came out with that statement saying that Steve Kerr hindered his career, including Stephen A, including Perkins, including Austin Rivers. And he picked Austin Rivers to clap back at, and of course, went nuclear and
And
talked his noise. But Draymond got to stop. If you're gonna be a player and have a podcast and be in media at the same time, you got to know how to not say everything, bro. You can't say any and everything. That's one thing about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's one thing about LeBron. That's one thing about Steph. They always gonna say the right thing in front of that camera. You know what I mean?
Draymond wants to be the villain. That's why he do the
But
shit that he do.
if you want the treatment that these guys is getting, you got to do what these guys are doing. You can't be the villain and still get the lovable attention that Steph Curry get. You're gonna be the villain. You're gonna get, you're gonna have to take what comes with that.
I don't think he want that nice guy treatment. I think he wants to be the bad guy of the NBA. He wants to be the top bad big dog in the NBA to where nobody respects him, but everybody fears him. Like I think that's the angle that he's going for.
Provide a little bit of clarity. Kenny called me and he said, man, I didn't hear you say you when you were talking about the Rockets. He said, so I didn't really understand what you were saying. I thought you was talking about like the Houston Rockets like right now or something. He said, so I didn't catch the punchline of the joke. If I caught the punchline of the joke, I thought that was hilarious. I just re-listened to it and I actually thought it was hilarious. I needed to play on that. So I just didn't catch the punchline. The reason that I would even say that, what Chuck makes fun about in his career is actually the last 2 years in Houston. I was going to get that free money. That's what he says. Everybody tried to make it like this whole, oh man, Draymond think he better than Chuck. I found that interesting because what it shows is how bad y'all want me to do bad. So then my mom's blowing my phone up. We're sitting at the pub drinking. You and Charles get into it? I'm like, no. She like, y'all had the beef tonight? I'm like, no, what are you talking about? You know beef? I FaceTime my mom and flipped the camera. He like, y'all into it? Like, what's going on? I read on Twitter. He said, mama, stay off Twitter. Them people don't know what they talking about. The disrespect ain't the intent. So if that's the way it's viewed as public disrespect, I can gladly public apologize. Disrespect wasn't my intent.
So what was it? But I want to say that though. Shout out to Charles, man, because I don't think I would have been able to sit there and let him say that about me and not say nothing. Like, so.
But another part of this is these guys been rich for a long time. Charles might not even just, and he like Draymond said, he jokes about it. So maybe we don't know what happened before that clip. We just heard, that clip got spread around the internet. But still, Draymond, stop saying shit like that, then, if it's gonna get misconstrued or whatever. And to think that people want to see you lose, no, you're gonna have some haters and you're gonna have some people who like you. That's how it goes.
That's life. Shit. That comes with everything. It comes with anything you do in life. Some people gonna like it and some people ain't. I mean, that's
Shout out Nick Man TV. That. He said Draymond think his rings put him at the table with the greats.
Yeah, they definitely don't. I mean, I don't even think he should be Hall of Fame, but that's just me. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that wouldn't agree.
Yeah, when you start looking at it, it's crazy. And these guys are playing longer nowadays too, so Hall of Fame is kind of different.
Yeah, I was about to say shit. Anybody can make a Hall of Fame now. Yeah, Austin Rivers might be in the Hall of Fame. Shit.
Nah, but yeah, man, Draymond he's been going. I think he went on there the last few years because he's like you said, he's trying to gear up to do something else. He's been doing his podcast for a minute, so he's just trying to gear up to be on TV, do his podcast full time. We already know he's a personality that's gonna speak his mind and what he thinks is, right, and the way the game of basketball is supposed to go, and this, that, and the third. And him and Charles have been known to go back and forth when he has appeared on the show. So it's not really new. It's not a new thing, but it's just like, come on, Draymond, like trying to make it seem that you had the same career as Charles Barkley. You never led a team. We don't know Draymond for leading the team. We know you for being a role player, which is fine. But Charles Barkley was MVP, led 3 teams in his career. Not necessarily that Rockets team, but that was back end of his career. But definitely the Sixers when he was young and when in his prime in Phoenix. So we know Charles through the '90s doing his thing and being a great player, being around Mound, grabbing those
Charles
boards.
would have a championship if he didn't meet up with Jordan.
Right, so it's just like respect the man's game, respect that you're not you are a role player. Yes, you were that guy in high school. Yes, you did your thing at Michigan State, and you are a champion. You won at every level, but your role in the NBA was not a star. It was not a superstar. It was a great role player with the best shooter of all time, Steph Curry, another great shooter in Klay Thompson. And you had great supporting cast, and then obviously KD came there and got 2 rings with y'all. So let's not just try to make it seem as if you're just so great that you could talk down Charles Barkley, man. Like, we get it, you had that personality, you're gonna talk the way you talk, but let's have a little level-headed thinking sometimes and be cool. And then you taking that shot at Steve Kerr, you played the role you were supposed to play. No need to take a shot at Steve Kerr saying that you were supposed to be you could have been more offensively effective, or you could have been more of a offensive presence. You didn't need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Man, why take a shot at Steve Kerr while he on his way out though? Like why you ain't been saying this? Why you wait until both of y'all careers are edited in to say something like that? Like where you don't plan on one of y'all being in Golden State?
As much as he's done for me in basketball, a part of me think he's hindered me in my career and what I could have become. But what he's also helped me become. Like, you gotta take the good with the bad, man. When I think of who I was offensively.
Like, what? So it was bad. It was bad that you weren't a scorer? Is that what you're implying?
And you're talking about high school and college. That's a different league, different type of players, man. You in the NBA, you playing with the best of the best. I don't know, dude. Weird,
but to attack Austin Rivers like that, because
Austin Rivers.
At first, Austin Rivers didn't say nothing bad about Draymond. He was complimentary, but he said Draymond was tripping, which he had the right to his opinion that he didn't agree. But to go there and say, oh, well, you was trash, or you was, because your dad, which we all kind of knew that. We ain't have to say that.
I don't think Austin Rivers was a bad player, bro. I just think he got put on some shitty teams.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think if he had been put with a team like Draymond was, I think he would have thrived and done a whole lot better.
Well, but still, just the point of Draymond going like that to talk about the man's career or to discredit the man's career, that's petty. From a 4-time world champion who you ain't even got to do that. All you got to do is hold your 4 rings up. A nigga like, it's just, I know Draymond
like
Jordan
don't do no talking. Jordan just put them rings up. Let his rings do the talking. His numbers and the shit that he did in the league talk for him. But see, Draymond don't want to be forgotten.
You had a good run already, shit. You had a good run.
Yeah.
That's a great point, man, Sarkozy. Draymond does not want to be forgotten. That's literally what it is. Like, it seems like he's so big on legacy and what he's supposed to have become. Bro, you play with Steph Curry.
You had 2 of the best shooters in the league on your team at one time, and wait a minute, my bad. Three of the best shooters,
and 2 of them, and all 3 of them are literally, you could say they top. I mean, you could obviously Steph Curry #1, but the other 2 you could say is top 10 ever, top 5 with KD. If you want to, you got an argument. Like, so what are we talking about? Even Clay.
And
Clay scored.
Draymond ran KD away.
Clay scored what? 40 in one quarter or one half or whatever. What are we talking about, bro? You was not.
Draymond. No, one bad. Go ahead.
You wasn't supposed to be the scorer. Like, why was? Just think about how selfish that argument is with who he played with.
And that takes away from them. That's saying that at any moment he was better than them. He could have done the same thing that they did.
That's what it comes out to me like. So I'm like, what is the argument coming
That's
from?
exactly what it sounds like.
I heard something. I kind of thought about it and kind of agreed. Man, if Draymond wasn't so hot tempered, shit, them boy might have 6 championships.
Man,
and if he had got a damn jump shot, if Draymond had got a jump shot, they for sure would have had 6 rings.
Yeah, just all the texts and all the
being ejected from playoff games, and so to be honest, if you really want to be technical, you hindered a lot of their career. Like you stopped a lot.
And let's look at it from this angle. Draymond, you could have been replaced easily. They could have traded you. They stayed with you for loyalty of drafting you and you being a part of the whole thing that they built. But if they wanted to get you up out of there before your next contract came up, bro, they could have got you up out of there for somebody somebody better. They could have got you up out of there. So, and still won championships. So what are we talking about?
You ain't the reason why they won. Let's just put that out there.
The NBA got a problem though. The NBA got a problem because now, if you can be a player and be in the media and have your own channel and then still be on TN, on the pregame show with these NBA guys, and man, you get a chance to say a lot of stuff. So you get a chance to mess up a lot. And Draymond talk a lot. So he just say some shit. So
he just don't know.
He might get in trouble. He might get in trouble. You know, he on TV enough. He gonna get in trouble because he gonna say some shit that piss somebody.
I understand. Like when you get to that point of your career, to where it's almost over, it's coming to an end, and you're trying to find your next stage after your life after basketball. But I think they should limit them to what they can do and what they can say, because a lot of these players getting these podcasts and shit don't need a podcast, especially not if they still playing. I think they be drinking and doing whatever they is and just say some of the most outrageous stuff or giving out NBA supposed to be secrets. Like,
didn't we just see Jaylen Brown get fined? Because what he said on his goddamn podcast?
What was it? 50? What was it, like 50,000, something like that?
Yep.
50K.
This is my personal opinion on basketball. Some of y'all might disagree. You know what I mean? But argue with your grandma. Flopping has ruined our game. Joel Embiid is a great player, one of the best bigs in fucking basketball history. Flops. He know it. This ain't breaking news. This ain't, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Y'all can clip it up.
And
like I said,
lying.
y'all can post it on these paid accounts that y'all, these bot, whatever.
He's not lying.
Nah, he's not. But he's one of the biggest floppers too. Shit.
Yeah, he is. But hey, I'm watching the LA OKC game right now, and your boy SGA want to fight over a screen to save his life. So what did he do? He flopped over the screen and got the call.
Falling all out like somebody just hit him in the back of his damn neck.
Literally wouldn't fight over the screen and just flopped to the ground. Like, come on.
He also was flopping around. He got some extra calls and stuff like that, you know, and they rewarded him for that.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
The motherfucker that's calling out flopping.
Yeah, it's an overall thing in the game of basketball. I think, you know.
At this point, it's an art. Like, I mean, a lot of these motherfuckers should get Academy Awards, boy. Like, shit, best role actors or whatever the fuck they call it. Cause man, like they doing it a lot, and I get it.
Too much.
It's somewhat of an advantage, and if you can get away with it, hey, to put your team in an advantage, then hey, shit, why not? I guess. But
We gotta blame Vlade Divac. We gotta blame the Vlade flop. That's where it started. And ever since Vlade Divac started flopping on Shaq back in the day, because they couldn't stop Shaq, the flopping has evolved. So I blame Vlade Divac.
hey, they getting talented with it too, boy.
Is that where we started at, Vlade Divac?
Brother, he was before flopping was a thing. They used to call it the Vlade flop.
Yeah.
It was called the
Every
Vlade
time
flop
Shaq
because
bumped into him,
Sacramento
he went
couldn't
flying.
stop Shaq when they beat him in the playoffs in the regular season. So Vlade would turn on that foreign flop. See, it's the foreigners. See, everybody want to blame everybody. But look, SGA, where SGA from? He ain't from America. See?
Boy,
I
hey,
think I might be on to something, man. I
they
think
gonna
the
tear your
foreigners,
ass up in the comments, boy.
the foreigners is flopping.
Oh, they gonna rip you a new one.
These foreigners, I'm telling you, Vlade Divac came over here in the 90s. We wasn't doing that. We was playing straight up. You know, you could hand check. You could do all this. But then once Vlade came in with that flop, David Stern was like, you know what? I kind of like that. I kind of like that Vlade Divac guy. You know? And that style of play started itching its way into basketball. Now look, 25, 30 years later, look what we got.
It's a problem now.
We got it looked like a straight theater on the court. It don't even look like, everybody.
They run down the court and everything, everybody look like bowling pins, just falling everywhere. I mean, damn.
No, can't even do any type of contact. People flopping all the way into the front row, doing all this. Come on, man. We gotta clean it up. We gotta clean it up. We do gotta clean that up in the NBA.
The way they need to stop it, man, is when somebody flop, the ref needs to call something on them, and they get fined for every time they flop. Because that's the only way you're gonna stop the shit.
Or don't even blow the whistle. Can we have a game where they just don't blow the whistle on them, and then people will stop doing it?
Yeah, because if you don't blow that whistle and the play keep going, then now their team is at a disadvantage with a 5-on-4.
Because look, if you stop blowing the whistle on every flop, and Adam Silver actually comes out with an announcement like, hey, look, the refs are going to fall back on when they're going to blow the whistle on when people just go to the ground or when people throw their hands in the air, acting like they got hit on a foul, or we're gonna dial back the calls. Then you're gonna start seeing real moves. You're gonna start seeing people actually go to the basket with real shots and attempted shots. They're not gonna just try to do a theater style shot or a flop when somebody goes. It's gonna be real moves. You're gonna feel like you're watching a real game. Because let's be honest, the refs control the game, bruh. The refs are controlling the game more than the players. So if they dial back the calls with those flops, trust me, the game will clean up. It'll clean up naturally.
You might be on something because the OKC, bro, is just a game that I cannot watch. I can't watch it, bro, because I don't want to see nobody going to the free throw 50 times a night. It's just slow and boring.
Yeah, that shit trash.
Hey, but who was that almost got their hip broke?
Tobias Harris.
Bruh.
Boy.
Man, that motherfucker
shook in the blender.
Donovan Mitchell is going to go down in history for the most deadliest crossover ever. Man. The way that man bounced on that one leg, I mean, it ain't funny. I hope he all right, but damn, I ain't never.
No, he's straight.
He
He
came
played
back in the
today.
game.
Yeah, he played. He played today. He all right.
I done heard an ankle breaker, but hip breaker. God damn.
Man, for real.
And I was like, damn, but that shit just didn't look real. Yeah,
Man, that nigga look like
What's
he
up?
ain't never know how to play basketball.
yeah, that shit was hilarious, boy. I was like, God damn. Like that man leg just got stuck and he just bounced.
What y'all boys doing for y'all old ladies tomorrow for Mother's Day?
Mm,
They wanted to go all out, but shit, on Father's Day, it's
I'm
like
tired of getting-
another day.
Bro, listen.
Nigga, I went to Walmart today, man. That shit was decked out like a goddamn Hallmark Channel movie.
Like a
Everywhere.
fucking Valentine's Day.
That shit was looking like
But
a
then-
Hallmark. Man, that shit was looking like a Hallmark movie, man. I was
Father's
like, God damn.
They come around, we
Well,
get coffee cups and socks and ties.
Tools.
I got
Look,
enough
man.
damn ties and socks,
Yeah.
coffee cups.
I seen that shit. I said, man, you gotta be fucking lying. Man, how this shit is like this just for Mother's Day?
You walk up in the store for Father's Day, that's all they got. Like the gift boxes is ties and socks and shit, or flask and coffee cups.
And drawers.
On it. Yeah, like man, listen. At this point, just put on some lingerie shit. That's about it.
Yeah, when I went to Walmart and saw that shit, I was like, God damn. I said, this don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah, mothers get everything. Fathers is.
man, we don't celebrate all these made up ass holidays. Capitalism sake.
Yeah, so don't go buying me no damn gifts on Father's Day. Give me some pussy and be done with it.
And a nice meal.
Cook me something to eat and please my meat. Hey, but we'll leave it there, man. Hey, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Choose life.